Hi guys, back with another monthly setup video in my journey planner. You can tell by the title we are setting up for the month of July, which is crazy that we are entering the second half of the year. Like what? Where has time gone? So let's just jump right in. I am going to be hitting most of these tabs here. The first tab is my tracker, which looks like this. I don't share what I track, but I will be filling this out off camera. So this is what the tracker looks like in the journey planner. I have been tracking pretty much the same thing the entire year, so I'm just going to continue on and fill this out. The next section, I use the meal planner section in here as like a kid highlight tracker, as well as tracking what we are going to be eating for dinner. I used to fill out the dinner menu on camera. I no longer do that. We're creatures of habit, so I will be also doing this off camera. I actually didn't even make the July menu just yet, but that's how I'll be using this. But we will definitely be doing the monthly spread on camera, as well as the, I guess I call it a cover page. I really don't know what this page is called, but the very first daily page of each month is blank, so I do decorate it, and that's all I really do is just decorate it. So I'm actually going to do my tracker off camera really quick. I will be right back, and then we'll jump into the month. I use a ballpoint pen in my tracking section, as well as the kids highlight section. I like the ballpoint pen because I like to just quickly jot things down and then be able to close my planner right away without worrying about ink transferring from like a gel pen or a fountain pen. I've been using the Blen ballpoint pen that I did find on Jet Pens. I did go back because I wanted like refills or see what other color pen bodies that they had, and they only have the gel version now. I cannot find the ballpoint version. I did find the ballpoint version on Amazon, but they sell it in a pack of 12. And I was looking for refills, and I was having a hard time finding ballpoint refills because I really do like how this one writes as far as the ballpoint goes. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyways, can't find this pen on Jet Pens anymore. I realized I don't have the July card. This is a free printable from Plan with B. She offers 6 months on like one sheet that you can print, and I didn't print out the second half, so I will have to go and do that later, so you won't see this card. But again, Plan with B, it's a free printable, and I just print it on like a cardstock, and I go in and I just cross off every day that happens. That is that. A little recap of how I use my monthlies. Starting in the beginning of the year, I was only pre-planning in here what I knew what was happening for the month, as well as bills, and I would very rarely go back in and put something down that I had planned after I had initially laid down the plan. So say something came up on the sit and it was happening on the 22nd, I wouldn't come back in here and put that down. I would just put it in like my pre-planner. Moving forward, so that happened up until March. When it came to April, I was like, I want a full looking spread. I want it full as possible. So what I was doing is any plans that came up, I would come back in here and put it down in here. And then I had also started, I guess, like memory planning on the days that didn't have something down. I would put something in, and I took that from either my journaling section or my weekly section. And so that's why it looks a lot full. Here is how May turned out, and then it is currently Wednesday, June 25th. So here's how June is turning out. I have a little bit of catch up to do as far as these days go, but again, I am keeping up with filling in things after the initial lay down and then doing the memory planning. So I do plan on continuing that. Okay, let's get into planning for July. I originally was going to like pull a bunch of deco stickers and washi tape and make a full-blown spread and just make everything up, but I got lazy. I think it's today because today is rainy and I just want to be lazy. So I will zoom in just a little. I am very simple with my monthly layout to begin. I do want to use this July one, so I do want to cover the July, but I don't want to cover the 7. I do want to leave that open. So there we have the July. I will be using the washi at the bottom. I'm going to pull it this way. Yeah, pull it this way. I'm going to use both strips, the colorful floral pattern, and then I'm also going to use the black plain strip just to take up space down here. There's a lot of space down here, which I like, but I never know what to do with it. So I am going to use both of the washi strips that come in the kit. Probably pull more washi too, but again, like I mentioned, I am just lazy, so I don't want to do that. So that one I pulled, so I'm going to pull this one this way. I don't want my page to curl, so I'm going to lay it down very gently. I hate when the page curls up. And that's only because the sticker gets pulled super tight, and so it pulls up the paper. I find a quote sticker because there is kind of this big block down here at the bottom that has space, so I might see if I can find a quote sticker, kind of like I did last month. I try to switch things up. Last month I did the number covers, and this month I am not going to, but I think I will do the days of the week, so I think I will do that, but I also want to cover these. So what I'm going to do is grab these headers, and this is a Hobonichi kit, but it does fit the journey planner because the boxes are the same size. Anytime I make boxes, I do make them fit within the lines, because as a preference for myself, I'll still like the grid to show through, so I put this one off to the side. I am going to alternate the colors just to make it look a little bit different. This chair, if you ever hear squeak, it's not, well, it is me, but my chair squeaks so much. That one's crooked, like really crooked. I love rainy days, but it just makes me so lazy. Like right now I have stuff to do. I actually have to go out. I think I have to drop off a Destiny somewhere, but it's just, okay, I am putting these down horribly, but I'm not gonna let it bother me today. I really am not. As far as July plans, Jaden and John's birthday is this month. Destiny has not summer school, it's just a 3-day little yearbook class, like introduction to the cameras, even though she's been using one for a while. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna go in with the days of the week stickers. This is an oopsie sheet. I always keep the oopsies for myself, so the cut lines aren't very centered for the words, but it's fine. I don't mind using oopsies for myself. Wednesday, Thursday, garbage can is outside, not the garbage can. Garbage truck is outside. Oh no, that was close. I almost ripped that. Saturday and then Sunday. That is good. I will not be putting down any of the full boxes just yet. I think I'm going to put them down throughout the month. I didn't use them last month, but I think I will be using them this month. So if there's nothing going on for the day, then I can just put a full box down and it'll be... Alright, the first thing that I always start off with is bills for the month, and I will have to reference June because my bills have changed. It usually stays the same. I'm going to zoom in so I can explain to you if you're new. If you're not new, you know how I do my bills, but I'm going to zoom in as close as possible. So for bills, I use the Mama's Minimal Sticks, the teeny versions, and they are just little tiny icons. They're cut out in a square. I used to kiss cut them, but oh my goodness, they took so long to cut, and because it's on clear matte paper, I feel like the square background really doesn't matter because it blends into the paper. Moving into the bills, I know there is a bill on the 1st, so what I do, there's 2 bills on the 1st, so what I do, if there's 2 bills, I will take up 2 grid spaces. I like to check off bills for the month, so I will leave the first grid space blank, write what 2 bills are due, and then that way I can cross or check it off once it's paid. I do know that, I wonder if I can remember the bills this month. There is the Hawaiian Miles bill, and that's the only bill on the 4th, so I move the box up into the header so that I only have 1 grid space available. That way I only mark that 1 bill off. Moving on to the 5th, the electric bill and the Verizon bill is due. I have to physically pay the electric bill, and then Verizon automatically takes out on that day. I did a bill consolidation, and so while I'm putting down, I still feel like I'm putting down a lot of bills. It's just a lot less stressful dealing with 1 consolidation bill. Plus the interest on my cards were insane. I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. This is just a relief. There is 1 bill on the 9th, so I'm moving it into the header so that I just have 1 grid space, and that is the Oceanic Cable bill, which I always call it Oceanic Cable, which was Spectrum took it over, but growing up it's always been Oceanic Cable. I worked for Oceanic Cable before I started XO.MAMAPLANS, and right towards the end before I quit is when they were Spectrum was buying them out. Okay. One thing that I did forget is the water bill when that is due, and that is due on the 12th. Jaden actually pays that one. Well, he gives me the money for it and then I pay it, but that's the only bill on the 12th. The 15th is my consolidation loan as well as car insurance for both of my cars. Those are both automatic, but I do like to mark it anyway. The 16th is the Best Buy bill, which I am not stressed about that one at all. There's no interest rate if you pay it off within 12 months. And I am very much on track to do so. Oh, I do have an Amazon bill this month, so I will be marking that. I forgot that I have the Kindle subscription, and then I did put one bigger purchase on one, and then the last one is the 20th, which is John's Capital One bill. We put a chunk of the consolidation loan towards that one, but we were more focused on mine's one, so the balance on that one isn't too bad, and I'm not stressed about that one. It was the other ones. Where did I put my thing? And that is the bills for the month. I know it probably still seems like a lot, and I feel like there's not less bills from last month, but it definitely is, and I'm definitely less stressed. So those are the bills. Moving on to the plans for the month. On the 4th, John doesn't work because it's a paid holiday, so I will be putting down, I kind of want to put down a black sticker, so I'm going to be putting down that to mark that he has the day off. I don't know what we're going to do, but I'm sure we will figure out something. I want to put a large box on the 17th. That is Jaden's birthday. There is something special planned. He's actually going to go shoot guns for his birthday, so he is excited about that. I want a large box, and I think my larger ones are in this one here. I kind of want this orangey color to, oh, I think these are way too big. I actually planned in my Erin Condren. I don't know in the order of like when my videos are going to be going up. Yeah, I ordered an Erin Condren and I did fill that out. Okay, actually none of these boxes are going to work, so I'm just going to use what I have in the kit. So let's choose this one here. So to mark his birthday and to go shoot guns, I am going to center it, I think. Yeah, take up the whole box. So that's on the 17th, and he's going to be doing that on the 17th. I am going to use 2 boxes on the 22nd because that is John's birthday, and then also Destiny has that yearbook thing that I was talking about. So let's use this green label to mark John's birthday. There goes the chair. And then actually I think I'm going to use a flag and some washi, glitter washi, because she does have to go for 3 days. Yeah, I think I'm going to mark it with a flag first of all, and then I'm going to write it in, and then I will use this red washi strip to mark that it's 3 days. So I'm going to go through, is that straight? I'm going to go through the 23rd, and then I want the edge to be, no, I'll just continue, and then through the 24th. It's not all day, it's actually only for 4 hours. I am going to mark it with that. There we go. That's just telling me that it's 3 days, which I'm sure I'll remember. And then honestly, I think that is all that we have planned for the month so far. Let me find some icons, because I can find some birthday icons and school icons at least. Today, let's use green for Jaden. Going to put it off to the side and make sure that I have enough room. He's going to be 19. That's crazy. Let's see what I want to use for John's birthday. I really wanted a black balloon, but I don't think I have one. Oh, I have this. Let's just use a cupcake. I think I'm going to use a white cupcake. I'm just going to use a white cupcake for this one. And then for this school thing, it has to do with the yearbook, so I kind of want to use a camera, but at the same time, I feel like a cute little school icon, if I can find one, would also be cute. This today's class is kind of cute, and it matches the theme, so I'm going to go with this one from Once More with Love. And then I will just put that on the flag. I know it kind of goes into the 21st, but that doesn't bother me. And then let's find a day off sticker, which I know I do have. I kind of just want to use a script because I just found some script stickers. This one's an oopsie sheet, as you can see. And what font do I want to use? I don't want to use this one. This one's cute. I'm just going to center that. I'm going to know what it means. So there we go. Day off. Paydays. I do want to mark with money icons. I've been trying to just fill up the whole space, all of the spaces with things. That's what I'm going to continue to do. Oh, here I have some other icons. I think I'm going to use these smaller ones because I'm not going to write anything. This is from the bill due sheet, but I do have payday icons. I didn't realize I kept some for myself. So because that's a holiday, I know he's going to get paid a day earlier. So let me just pick some random icons. So we'll put this one here. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to mark anything. I'm just going to use little icons. Let's switch it up. Let's go with the money icon on this. Oh, I'm so sorry. You can't even see. There's that one. There's that one. Sometimes I forget to look up at the, not the monitor, the thingy. Alright, then the 18th again, switching it up, I'm going to use the money bag, and then I actually don't want to use this one anymore. I want to use the orangey colored bills sticker. There we go. And that marks the paydays. And honestly, I think that is all for the monthly view. Oh, I will see if I can find a quote sticker for right here. So let me go ahead and do that and I'll be right back. I had this sticker book out from the Happy Planner because I was going to use it, or I'm going to use it in my little cover page. And I was just flipping and I found this sticker right here, and I'm just grabbing it because it's black and white, and like I mentioned, I'm a bit lazy for looking for anything right now, so we are just going to place this here. I really wish I had the patience to look for, you know what, wait, I'm gonna move this over right here and then find a simply gilded bow and put it next to it. I forgot that I had a bow sticker. Cute. I'm just gonna have to go with this red one here, and I'm just gonna put this, maybe I'll do a red and a green. And I know I just mentioned, well, the whole kit is kind of just red and green, so it's whatever. I'm gonna pull the green one also and kind of stack them, but different ways. And that will be the corner decoration, and that's about it. So let me zoom out. I go in and fill everything off camera, and for the monthly, I always use the same pen, although I will say that I am running out of ink in my Pentel Energel Clena in 03. And that's normally what I use in here, but I love Pachaco. I just got this pen right here. It is a Pachaco Pentel Energel pen, and it is 05. Technically, I can change the ink in here to an 04 at least, because I don't have any 03s right now, but I think I'm going to switch to this pen to use for the monthly section. And yeah, so I'm going to use this to fill everything out, but I'm going to do that off camera. So, alright, I knew the 0.5 was going to be a lot thicker, but I didn't realize how much thicker it's going to be, and there is a bit of shadowing, but I don't want to switch to a different pen tip, so I'm just going to use it for this month. But if I do continue using this one, it's so cute. It's Pachaco and it's yellow. I think I will be switching out the ink to at least an 04 since I don't have any 03s. But here is the completed monthly spread as of right now. I will be, of course, filling it in as I go. And yeah, let's jump into the, like I mentioned, I call it the cover page, but I don't know what the technical name for it is. I am just going to switch it up. Again, I am lazy. I have these little gnomes from my stash. I used some of the sticker sheet and I have some left over, so I will be using that to decorate the page. I also have this sticker book from the Happy Planner that I'm also going to be, I don't know, pulling in stuff, I guess. So let's start off. I want some gold, so I see this here and I'm going to use this somehow. I kind of want to rip it in half and lay it across the bottom. So kind of want to go like almost to the bottom, and then I know it doesn't match, but it's okay. And then I am going to rip that, and then I think I want to cover the July at the top and use my own month sticker, and that kind of ties in the top and the bottom. I do have this one, and I have this, oh wait, there's no July on here. Okay, so I have this one, so I will, oh wait, let's do something more fun. I am going to get these letter stickers, but there is, oh wait, not numbers, I don't need numbers. And let's do some different letters for the month. All right, July, that's cute, and that'll tie in a lot of the colors from this here. I do want to find a quote though. Like I mentioned, I did pull this, so I'm just going to flip through it until I find stuff to put down. And I know these colors don't match, but I'm thinking maybe I can pull that in somehow. So I think I'm gonna go with this big colorful sticker here, and then also the this one here. Life's a journey, enjoy the ride is also cute. I'm gonna go with this one because we're just mixing and matching everything. Let's just put this here, and then I will put this here, and then we're just gonna go with the little gnomies at the bottom. Look, lining the bottom like that. Or should I go upwards? Yeah, let's go sideways. And then let's sprinkle in some of these dots that I have. And I'm just sprinkling these dots because I have them. Oh, that one didn't. Oh, that one almost didn't go down a third time's a charm. I mean, yeah, that kind of looks weird, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a picture here. Can decorate a little bit more because I won't put that big of a picture. I'm just gonna use whatever stickers that I have left from this set right here and kind of frame what we have, and then I can put the picture here. Perfect. Look, a bow to kind of cap it off. Perfect. I have one more dot sticker, might as well use it. There we go. Okay, and that's gonna be my cover page. I know that's super random, but it looks pretty cute. I know this sticker doesn't match, neither does these, and neither does the gold, but it's fine. And then perfect spot for a picture. Anyways, that means that this video is complete. So I got my July monthly all completed, and I have my cover page all done. But anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, got a couple of ideas. Thank you always so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys.